Our understanding of hurricanes is constantly changing and improving as we continue studying them. One of the ways that scientists study hurricanes is by flying into them to collect data. Whenever a hurricane is close enough to land, the U.S. Air Force and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, dispatch several hurricane hunter aircraft to investigate it. Among these aircraft are the NOAA G4 and WP-3D, or simply P-3 aircraft. The P-3, which is the aircraft I primarily fly on, is specially designed to withstand the turbulent hurricane environment as it flies directly into and around the storm to find the center of the storm, collect data, and drop instruments called GPS dropsondes that measure the wind speed, temperature, and humidity as they fall to the ocean surface. The P-3 aircraft also have special radars and other instruments, such as the instrument that I work with, the Stepped Frequency Microwave Radiometer, or SFMR, to measure how strong the wind is at the ocean surface and look at the structure of the storm. These are examples of this data collected in Hurricane Dorian in 2019. The data collected by the Hurricane Hunter aircraft give a more detailed look at the storm that can be used in addition to data collected by satellites that observe the Earth to study hurricanes. Scientists also have new tools to observe parts of the hurricane that are too dangerous for the aircraft. These are unmanned systems, as shown here, that can fly into the strongest winds, and ocean gliders, such as the one shown here, that dip below the ocean surface to measure the temperature. Hurricanes are fueled by warm ocean water, and understanding how much warm water is below a storm can help scientists predict how strong it might become. All of the data that are collected by the Hurricane Hunter aircraft and satellites are then used by hurricane researchers to learn more about hurricanes to help improve forecasts. Some of the topics that scientists study using these data are how hurricanes form and strengthen, how the environment around the storm impacts it, and how the regions near the surface are changing. Some scientists, such as myself, also focus on learning how to improve measuring different parts of the storm by understanding how the measurements are impacted by rain, humidity, and waves on the ocean surface. Everything that is learned from the data collected by the hurricane hunters and satellites is used to improve weather forecast models, such as NOAA's next generation numerical model, the Hurricane Analysis and Forecast System, or HAFS, which is shown here. Improving weather forecast models leads to better predictions of where a hurricane will go and how strong it will be. Some scientists also study how to put the data into the models to produce the best forecasts. This process is referred to as data assimilation. Not only are the data collected by the Hurricane Hunter aircraft and satellites used for research, but they are also used by forecasters at the National Hurricane Center to track the storms and inform people about where the storm is going and what impacts it may have. When an aircraft flies through a storm, it is able to find the center of the storm and how fast and what direction it is moving. The National Hurricane Center uses this information to determine when the storm may reach a certain location and how large of an area may see impacts. Each storm is very different, so having as much information as possible about them is incredibly important to protect life and property.